Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be installing 3-inch Catless Downpipes. Got them from Michigan E90X. It's a new, smaller company that sells E90X parts. I'll leave a link to their Instagram and website in the description. Pretty much they just sell all your kind of aftermarket E90X parts, like carbon fiber mirrors, downpipes, spoilers, pretty much everything. I got downpipes from them, and I also got carbon fiber eyelids. Here's the carbon fiber eyelids. That was pretty sick. This is gonna be a separate video later this week, but today's video is gonna be focused on these big boys. So they have a ton of aftermarket E90X stuff on their website, and they're very active on Instagram, posting new products all the time of what they have coming up on the website. And they were able to give me a good deal on the eyelids and the downpipes, so I'd go hit them up. And they're located in Michigan, so if you're located on the East Coast side, like for my example, as soon as they shipped it, it came in 2 days, which is awesome. And they were actually able to ship it out during the whole coronavirus thing, which not many companies are doing, so that's pretty sick. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pull my car in and start getting started on installing the Catless Downpipes. So right now my exhaust is Catless Downpipes, kinda, because it's just the OEM cats with bashed out. I tried getting some eBay downpipes before and they didn't fit, so I wound up just bashing out the cats. And then the rest of it is straight pipe just by doing deletes, so it's still the 2.25 inch diameter, and then it has 4-inch tips, but it's completely straight piped, but with bashed out cats, and then just delete it. Resonators, mufflers, and cats. Probably have the world's most ghetto 335i exhaust, but I don't care. But a step in the right direction is these downpipes, and then next I'm probably gonna make a 3-inch full exhaust because I have so many exhaust leaks. It's not even funny, brother. So now pretty much what I'm gonna do is jack the car up, take out the belly pan, and then gotta get up in that motor and hit that. The problem I had last time with the fitment was the V-band hooking up to this, because this part wouldn't sit right. I'm hoping these are gonna fit well. I'm sure they will. It came with gaskets and new hardware, which is super nice. Okay, so the first thing you want to go ahead and do is remove all the 8 mils on this belly pan here and get this removed here. Alright, so what you're going to want to do now once you get the belly pan off is remove this here. So I already went ahead and removed the trim over there. So you just want to go ahead and remove these. It's like 3 or 4 8 mils to get this off here. So it's 3/8 and 1/10 to get those off. So in order to remove this here, it is 4 16 millimeters. One here, one at the jack point, one at the very end of this, and one at the very end of that. So I lied, so there's actually 6. There's 1 in the middle too, so 3 down here, and then 3 down there. The next thing you're gonna wanna go ahead and do is remove the 4 bolts holding the downpipes into the rest of the exhaust. If you have all OEM bolts, as you can see, mine's very ghetto rigged. They should be 12 mils, all of them. Once you get these 2 separated and the gaskets out, next what you're gonna wanna go ahead and do is unplug the O2 sensor wiring. So you're just gonna pull these down from the clips. So once you have it down like this, you do not want to forget which wire goes to which connector. So how I'm gonna do that is just with some masking tape, and I'm gonna label the gray one as 1 and the black one as 2. That's in no certain order, it's just how I'm gonna remember it. So if you swap these, it'll definitely throw codes, and that would be big no-nos. Alright, so I got these labeled here, 1 and 2 over here. So now what you want to do is just get a flathead and pry the tabs up to separate these two. So after disconnecting the O2 sensors connectors down there, you want to go ahead and move up here and remove the O2 connectors up here. So the first step to that is removing the 4, 5mm Allens right here. So one there, one right here, and one is going to be down in there. So, and if you have the cabin filter, just a bunch of 8mm, go ahead and remove that too. So the two O2 sensors connectors are located here and here along the fuel rails here. Pop these out of their little holder, kind of just peel it up like that. Alright, so as you can see, this is the gray one and this is the black one. So I'm gonna go ahead and label these as 1 and 2. And these ones come apart really easily. It's just a button right here at the bottom. Press that down and then pull them apart. So once you get these disconnected, if you can, I would fish these all the way around because it's all tied back around here. Unfortunately, it goes underneath the PCV valve hose right here, the breather hose right here, which sucks. So what I had to do was actually unclip this part here in order to get it underneath here. So I got the gray one all the way pulled through, and now I'm working on the black one. So right back here, there's a lot of fishing you got to do, but it definitely benefits if you can get these out and all the wiring pushed down there. It makes it a lot easier in the long run. So what you want to do now is remove this here and this one here too. Pretty much all you're doing this for is just to push this aside so you can get more room with your hands to take off the V-band clamps to remove the downpipe from the turbo. So if you don't have a female Torx bit, 10 mil works perfectly fine. Just make sure that this does not slip off of this bracket here, because it will be a pain to push this back on there. Push it as much as you can towards the front of the car. That way you can get your hands up in there, but don't let it fall off. So I forgot there's actually a nut on top of this. So it's a 16 mil, and you gotta shove your hand up above this bolt. It's just a 16 mil on the other end of this bolt. So you gotta hold that while you spin that. All right, so I got this pushed out of the way a little bit, enough just to get my hand in there. So this might be really hard to record, but you want to go ahead and remove the V-band clamps, which are 12 mils. So you got the two right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. All right, it's gonna be very difficult to film, but I got this pushed out of the way a little bit, just enough to get my hand up in there. Next thing you want to do is remove the V-band clamps, which are two 13 millimeters. Got the one to the right there, and then the one up there on the left. So just want to go ahead and get those out of the way. All right, so I finally got these out. Messing with V-bands is like a freaking sport. But so here's the comparison between OEM but bashed out, like I said. So it's pretty much straight through. I'm not sure how much of a difference there's going to be. This is 3-inch all the way. This is probably like 2-inch, 2 1/4 at most, probably. To who knows, 4-inch, 5-inch, probably 4-inch. But thinking these are still going to be louder since it's 3-inch all the way through. So now all I'm going to do is swap over the O2 sensors. So this here, this one here, and so on and so forth. And the O2 sensors are a 7/8 or a 22 mil to remove those. Alright, so I got all the O2 sensors swapped over to the new Catless Downpipes. So now the next thing is putting the downpipes back in is definitely gonna be the hardest part. What I found that works the best is trying to put the V-band on the turbo, and then once you got the downpipe buttered up with the turbo, it just moved the V-band over. It's hard to explain, but you just gotta come up with your own ways because it's really difficult. All right, the hardest part is finally done. I got the downpipes in there. You can't really see it. All I'm gonna do now is the exact opposite of what we did before. So I'm gonna pull up all the O2 wires, get that plugged all back in, and get everything bolted back up. And then I'll try to go on a little test run. I'm sure it'll sound the same, but I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything bolted back up. And if you get your downpipes from Michigan E90X, this side here is a 15 millimeter and this side here is a 17 mil. And they give us all new gaskets and bolts, which is awesome. All right, so I got majority of the stuff back in there. All the exhaust is hooked back up. I don't have that stuff in there yet, but I'm just gonna do a quick startup. I got the downpipes and everything in there, but I'm gonna do a quick startup just to make sure everything's good and nothing's rattling at all. That's the main problem. Just wanna make sure nothing's rattling underneath, because I would suck to get everything back on and then to hear rattle. So here's the first cold start with the Catless Downpipes. Definitely louder. I was not expecting that. Wow. Alright. Got it back on the ground, and now I'm gonna go for a little test drive. And then probably end this video off. So I'm gonna do some revs at the local elementary school, and then just compare that footage to the Catless ones. So this is what I meant when I said bashed out. I'm sure most of y'all know what I mean, but it's just hollowed out. There's no cats. But yeah, so it's just straight through. All right, so I'm at school now. While driving it, I didn't really notice too much of a difference. The turbo whistle was like a little bit louder, I think. But I mean, backfires and everything, they're like the slightest bit louder. I mean, like, it's noticeable, but nothing crazy. But this is definitely louder in general than the bashed out cats. Alright, so that was some revs and a drive-by that I was able to get. So that's pretty much it in this video. So to compare and contrast, like, bashed out cats compared to the 3-inch Catless Downpipes were definitely louder. But if, say, you can't afford, like, Catless Downpipes, then for sure I'd just bash them out, like, if that's something you want to do temporarily or just for the long run. I mean, I did it for a long time and I didn't have any problems. So, but I mean, if you have the money, and I definitely want to go with a cheaper pair of like eBay downpipes, because I did the first time I ever had them, because Hunter's always gotten lucky with eBay exhaust pieces. So I tried some eBay downpipes and it did not go good. They did not fit at all. This time I actually went with higher quality ones, which obviously worked out, and they sound awesome. So, I mean, budget wise, bash out the cats, why not? If you have the money, then just go ahead and get the 3-inch Catless Downpipes, because you probably get a little bit more of a performance gain from the full 3-inch. So my video that I'm going to be recording tomorrow, that's probably going to be up later this week, on the carbon fiber eyelids that I got from Michigan E90X also. And so I'm going to be taking these apart and throwing the eyelids in. So if you're interested in that, wait for that jump. Alright, so deuces. Catch you on the flip. Yard.